Well, hey there. I hope you are having a great day so far today. I wanted to show you a trade I got in here. You can see my entry right there, right off the bat, and how it is doing. This is on euro dollar. And I saw price come down into my key area, create this momentum reversal. And so I'm going to try getting in this one, right? See how it goes. And if you're tracking along with me in my Forex journey, you know that yesterday I showed a video of a loss, and so anytime you have that loss, it can kind of get down on you. And here's why we're doing this. Here, there's several of us from my community who are just kind of video logging our Forex journey because the reason is because you can go onto YouTube and see person after person, course after course after course, whatever it is, channel after channel after channel of all these people with their Lambos and their giant yachts and sitting on the beach in Cabo and different things like that. And that I'm not saying they're lying. That might be real for them, but that is the exception. It is definitely the exception. And so some of us are just journaling our trading just to show you over the next several months, maybe even the next year or so, where we started, where we began, and where we end up, which is hopefully, trading that can supplement or even make you a living sort of thing. And there's so many retail traders out there who have fallen for this lie. Get in, you'll strike it rich overnight or in a week or two, and boom, you'll have your own Lambo. And it just doesn't work like that. And so that's the main reason why I want to show you this. This actually ends up being another loss for me. 2 losses in a row, and so it actually causes me, for myself and my emotions, as I journaled about this trade here, I had to write down about how I, after 2 trades, you really doubt yourself, and there's some hope. I mean, you see it right there. There's some hope right there. And so here I just wanted to look at my settings, right? And I use this trade manager. And I noticed that my break even wasn't set. And so I needed to get that on. These things are automatic. And so basically with this setting right here at 1R, I'm going to change this to 3 pips. Basically at 1R, when it's on like that, then it will automatically send my stop loss up to break even plus 3 pips, so it'll cover commission and stuff like that. The partial profit means where it's set right there is at 1R, it's going to carve off 50% of my profit. And so that's just my kind of standard way. I'm just going for a 1 to 2R on this. I'm not trying to make bank, sort of thing. That'd be nice, but that I just want to get in and get out. And so 1 to 2. And so I felt pretty good about this. It did start coming up. I was in profit, but then it turned around and went up and down on me just a little bit. Let me speed this up so we can see where this goes, all right? Actually, before we get to the end of the trade, I wanted to show you just a little bit of my journal. This is my trading journal here. It's just a Google Doc is all it is, and there's several different things here that we want to capture. I do my entries or my key areas on a 15-minute chart, and then my entries on a 1 minute. And so basically when I have a new trade, I just highlight, copy, paste all of these different things that I want to record. And so I'm just going to go capture a image of this on TradingView from my 15-minute chart and just paste it in here like that. Now I'm going to go back and capture 1 minute chart. Excuse me. Come up here, copy that. Actually, I'm going to change that setting right there. 50% 1R, it's exactly the same, but 1R is quicker to me to be able to see that. Actually, I already have a template saved in here for 1R, so I can just cancel that, click on there. don't know if you ever use this sort of stuff or not. Click on template 1R, and doink, there it is. So that's my goal. I want to at least get 1R out of this, out of this trade. But we'll see. I'm going to copy this, go back to my trading journal, put that in there, paste that in there. Come down. What session am I trading in? This is in. The take profit target. See the pickup there. My session that I took this trade in is New York session. Asking why did you take the trade? Was it an emotional trade? Did you actually see something? Did you see, like in this instance, I saw a real, at least of what I think, a good momentum reversal around the key area, and so I'm gonna type that in, right? I'm going to choose my entry type, confluences, that sort of thing. How are we doing over here? We're still in profit, right? And so maybe this will be all okay. Maybe we'll get a little bit out of this. However, I am noticing I got a really bad entry on this one. See that? That's what I was talking about. I hesitated because I doubted myself, because I had a loss. I doubted myself of, is this really going to be the right thing? Now check this out. This ends up being a loss. I'll show you that in a second. But had I actually gotten the entry at the beginning of that candle, okay, the end of the bullish engulfing one, the very end of that, a couple seconds before it ends, had I actually gotten that, I might have actually gotten a 1R out of this. In the end, but I did not, because my trade actually was at the very tip top right there. See that? Man, that's a whopper right there. And so that's my 1R is where that ends up being. And then going for a 2R up here, man, it just really stretches it out. Just because I hesitated for a few seconds because I doubted myself. See what emotions do to you? Those emotions will kill you. They'll just take you out, So, at any rate, let's get back to the trading journal here. I want you to see some of the rest of the stuff over here. Entry type, almost all of mine is going to be manuals. Confluences, did you see an engulfing candlestick, a momentum reversal? What was my stop loss target? My management style. Most of my management styles for a 2R is basically what I showed you just a little while ago. I'm going to set my trade manager to automatically take 50% of my profit at 1R. Also at 1R, I'm going to set my stop loss, my trade manager with stop loss, to move my stop loss to a few pips above break even. Now I mentioned this the other day in a video, that you have to watch that. If you have commission, your spread, your fees, whatever it is, you might have, say, $10 of commission on a trade. If you just barely set that take profit up to break even, or just a little bit above that, you might not even cover your fees. So you need to pay attention to that. Make sure you're at least covering your fees as you move that break even up, and then the rest of the profit be taken at 2R. So it basically, on my account, it would not be a full 2%, a full 2R on the trade. It would actually end up being around 1.5R by when it's all said and done, from taking half at 1R and then the rest of it at 2R. Anyway. So that's my standard way of taking this. And then I put some emotions down in here. If you've been tracking along with me, emotions I really wrestle with so much. And so I just kind of put some of that in here. Look at this. It's coming back. It's coming back on me. I should have just taken it. Get out. Take $20 and get out, Nope. Hesitating again. Getting greedy. Just want it. Just give me more. There's a nice trend line going on here, though. Look at that. We got a lot of higher lows going on, but it breaks that real quick. Anyway, let me pause this and skip ahead to the end so I don't waste any more of your time. Okay. All right, so jumped ahead towards the end. You can see where this has taken me, man. It just turned around and started dumping like crazy. It's eventually going to get down there on the bottom and stop me out. if you're tracking along with my Forex journey, and you saw my video yesterday, this one today is very similar. This trade is very similar to the loss I had yesterday, where I see a momentum reversal in my key area, and I get into the trade, and the trade just ends up being consolidation, and then the price continues on its merry way. So I got to learn from this, and once I see some consolidation, I just need to get out, right? And I'm going to capture a screenshot of this, put this in my trading journal over here as well, an image of my exit, and you can see where I recorded some stuff yesterday, or from my trade yesterday and today as well. It's a loss. Anyway, I hope you got something out of this. Maybe you're wrestling with something similar as well, and maybe you can learn from this. So till next time, I'm saving for a catamaran, and this is my Forex journey. You take care. Be blessed.